Friends, welcome to Global Watch and Touching Souls. Henry Kissinger had once said, "To be America's enemy is dangerous, but to be America's friend is fatal." How right it is coming true for countries like Mexico, Canada, UK, and EU. Recently, Trump has imposed a large number of tariffs on different countries. Lord Wavell had once said, "In international relations, there are no permanent friends or permanent enemies, but there are only permanent interests." Today, we are going to discuss a very important issue: imposition of tariff by Trump, its global consequences, and what should India do about it.
The first question that arises is, what are tariffs and reciprocal tariffs? Tariffs are nothing but additional taxes or duties imposed on those goods that are imported from abroad. Why do we do it? This is done to protect the domestic industry or to garner additional revenue. What are reciprocal tariffs? Reciprocal tariffs are tariffs imposed on goods being imported from another country which had earlier imposed tariff on your goods or services. For example, let us say China imposes 20% duty on a particular country's goods. Now, if that country also imposes tariff on Chinese goods being imported, then it would be called as reciprocal tariff. It is tit for tat tactics. The key question that arises is, why is Trump imposing such tariffs? Do you know that America constitutes 11% of total global trade, which is $33 trillion. More importantly, its trade deficit is $1.2 trillion, which implies if we convert it into Indian rupees, it becomes 8,700 crores multiplied by 1,200. Imagine the ballooning trade deficit that America is facing every year. Therefore, there is a need to do something serious about it. Secondly, during his election speeches, Trump had clearly indicated that he will be imposing tariffs for two reasons. One, to onshore, that is, bring back production and manufacturing industries back to the US, as well as for second reason, that is to garner revenues so that he could bring in tax cuts, reduce the taxes for the common man. Fourth is, he considers China as a strategic competitor and he wants to reduce American dependence on imports from China or reduce the trade deficit with respect to China. Finally, he wants to leave behind a legacy to be seen as a leader who made attempts to make America great again, and also to leave a legacy of tax cuts that remain permanent and make a difference to the common man's lives. Please keep watching Global Watch so as to know what happens in the next part.